What's up guys, this is KhUnlimited. Today I have another video for you guys, and today I have another Dragon Ball Super review, which is on episode 22, and the episode's called Change and Impossible Revival, and the name's Ginyu. Now this episode I was really hyped for because, like I said in my last review, that this episode was basically going to be new content. I felt like it was going to veer way off from the original movie, and that's exactly what it did. I think all of it was practically new, since we actually had Tagoma fighting, we had Gotenks, we had Goku and Vegeta, kind of a bit of the training, very small segment of the training. We had different stuff with Gohan, a lot of different things about Piccolo and things like that, so I'm going to be going all over it in this review. So it basically starts with Tagoma. So yeah, it just starts with Tagoma, and he wants to fight the Z Warriors, and Piccolo kind of goes up and says that he'll fight him, powers up, goes to Tagoma and punches him straight in the face, and Tagoma isn't even affected. You just see like Piccolo's fist on his face with Tagoma smiling, and then Tagoma just explains how him training with Frieza has gave him a body of steel, and your weak attacks won't really do anything on me. And from that he kind of beats the shit out of Piccolo. He rips his arm off and beats up Piccolo, and then Gohan gets pissed, comes, shoots something at Tagoma, and gives Piccolo a senzu bean. So that's how the episode starts off. That kind of shows how strong Tagoma is. People have been saying that Tagoma is about like perfect cell strength. Obviously there is no confirmation of that, but that does kind of make sense with how it is. Power scalings are still a bit off, as you can see sometimes in the episodes, but for now I think it's pretty cool. And then after that happens, something amazing happens, which is that Gotenks enters. So he comes out of nowhere. You just hear like someone screaming. Tagoma looks in the air. Gotenks comes veering in and like gets a perfect nut shot on Tagoma, and Tagoma's face was amazing. Surprised his eyes were bulging out, and he's just like, he's gone. The way Gotenks came and hit him in the nuts is amazing, and then Gotenks was just giving his usual speech he always does of cockiness, kind of saying, oh, I'm the best, no one could defeat me. And he even was about to fight off with Frieza, but as he was talking to Frieza, he unfused, and something happened that all of us actually wanted to happen. A lot of people wanted to see Frieza's reaction of looking at Goten and Trunks, and especially Trunks, since Trunks was one of the people that killed Frieza, future Trunks. So that's exactly what happened. Frieza first looked at Goten and saw the similarities between him and Goku, and then looked at Trunks and had the flashback of future Trunks killing Frieza, and how Frieza got pissed. So I thought that was amazing. I was kind of hoping Frieza would have done something. I felt like it would be more towards Frieza's character who like automatically just like kill Trunks, but that didn't really happen. Frieza just let them run away, and that's what they did. Like Goten and Trunks kind of ran away and hid behind the rocks with Bulma and Jocko, and that's one thing I'm kind of disappointed with. I know Trunks and Goten aren't really up to par to fight with Frieza, obviously, but when it comes to mini enemies, I feel like they should still help. I think they become like they automatically become like pussies once they're like unfused, but when they're fused they're a bit too cocky. There should be kind of a balance. When they're unfused they should still be confident fighters, and I feel like that's exactly what they should be when fighting Tagoma. So I wish that they would have stayed in the fight for the future endeavors in the fight, such as fighting Tagoma, etc. But they ran away and just hid with Bulma. So yeah, that's the thing. But nonetheless, I really like the inclusion in this episode. Now, the thing that happened next was Ginyu finally came. So we saw Ginyu as a frog. He just comes in. He goes towards Tagoma, who is still in the he's still on the ground, like kind of holding his nuts, because it kind of hurt a Super Saiyan just like tackling you there. So yeah, and the way that Ginyu actually switched to Tagoma was pretty interesting, because I was trying to think for like the week from time to time, like how he would switch with Tagoma, since he can't really talk, or he would have done it. And basically what he did was Ginyu in his frog form wrote change on the ground, the word change, in an alien language presumably, and Tagoma read it out loud, and since he read out loud they were able to switch. So I guess that's how it works now, and because of that Ginyu was able to go into Tagoma's body, and then now we finally have Ginyu back, which is really exciting. I'm really glad for that. And Ginyu even says how he loves his body, he never wants to switch, and obviously we get that amazing infamous Ginyu pose. And once he goes back to talk with Frieza, he even makes a new pose for this battle, which is an amazing pose. He just kind of like spreads his legs and shows Frieza. It's pretty amazing. I'm loving this episode, and I really like this episode. One of my favorites, definitely. So having Ginyu back is pretty amazing, and hopefully he does get to stay for a bit longer. I don't really want him to die out just yet, so hopefully he does get a role in the future, because he is a pretty funny character. Now, Gohan gets a bigger role in the show than he did in Resurrection of F in the movie. So in the movie, he killed some henchmen, and then Frieza came and kind of like punched him, and Gohan's role was over. In this, on the other hand, he goes to fight Ginyu in Tagoma's body. I'll just be referring to him as Tagoma now, since we know Ginyu switched with him. So Actually, no, I'll refer to him as Ginyu. That makes no sense. Yeah, he's Ginyu. So he goes to fight Ginyu, and Ginyu starts kicking his ass. So like Gohan can't really do anything to him. Gohan's just punching Ginyu, and Ginyu's just blocking all his attacks and kind of throws Gohan around. And Gohan had even mentioned previously how Tagoma was on his power level, so they were kind of equal, so he might not be able to do anything. But Gohan kind of believes in himself more, and he says he should try turning into Super Saiyan because he kind of had doubts with himself. He said that his body probably can't maintain Super Saiyan, but he decided to try it, and he turned Super Saiyan, and it was kind of an epic moment, and it was pretty amazing. He turned Super Saiyan, he kind of wrecks Ginyu, like Ginyu didn't stand a chance. Gohan just owns him, and that's pretty awesome seeing that, because there's a lot of parallels between this fight and the fight with Goku and Frieza in the Frieza saga, and that kind of ticks off Frieza because Goku was kind of nice with Frieza when fighting with him, and showed a lot of mercy, told him, oh, you can go away and things like that. And that's exactly what Gohan was doing with Ginyu. He told him, oh, you shouldn't even fight, you can leave right now if you want, and that really ticked Frieza off, and that continued with Frieza torturing Gohan. So exactly how Frieza tortured Tagoma by shooting lasers through his arms, his legs, his joints, his chest, whatever, he did the exact same thing to Gohan. And that was kind of hard seeing because Gohan, like, he's one of my favorite characters, and just seeing him get tortured, and especially because he's not in his top form, so seeing him get tortured, laser shot through his arms, legs, and then like he was in so much pain that he just fell on the ground, and Frieza was about to finish him off, shoot the final laser, but then Uncle Piccolo came, blocked the laser, and took one for the team. And we don't know what happened to him, so we just see like an emotional moment. There's like a big hole in Piccolo's chest now, and emotional music is in the background, and Piccolo just falls to the ground. We don't know if he's dead or alive. He will be in the next arc because it was shown in the manga, but whether he's dead and he's gonna get revived or he's alive, we don't know. I'd actually prefer him to be dead for now, because I kind of want more deaths now, like to get more serious. If he's still alive and they just give him another Senzu Bean, I'd kind of be not that happy, because they're kind of overusing Senzu Beans. Like Gohan got beat up before Senzu Bean, each of them got punched, Senzu Bean, then like Piccolo got into a fight with Tagoma, he got like 2-3 punches on him. Oh, do you want a Senzu Bean? So they're using Senzu Beans way too much, so I feel like they're kind of calming down with the Senzu Beans now, and hopefully they do change it in the future too when Goku is fighting Frieza. I really don't want him to get a Senzu Bean. I want him to get wrecked by Frieza like he did in the movie, maybe not with a laser, but like wrecked by Frieza. Then he's kind of still like almost dead on the ground, but then Vegeta comes and kicks Frieza's ass. But that's kind of like my take on it, what I want to happen. So yeah, hopefully they're kind of calming down with the Senzu Beans. And one of the last things I really want to talk about is we do see Goku and Vegeta in this episode. So like I said in the last episode, they get sent to this portal. So they get sent through a portal to this place that we don't know what it is. Whis and Beerus call it the place. So we finally see how it looks inside. It's just really blank, kind of like how the hyperbolic time chamber looks. And we see Vegeta and Goku kind of frozen there. They aren't able to move and they're really struggling. Alright, so I'm sorry if the camera went away or something, had a little problem there, but like I was saying, Vegeta finds out that he has to suppress his ki to move, so he kind of brings the ki into his body, starts moving again, and then Goku looks at him, does it too, and they kind of figured it out. So I feel like that's kind of the first step of them kind of growing as better warriors. So they find out to suppress the ki, as we told them in the previous episode, and from then we don't really see anything else with them. Goku just says we have to find somewhere to eat or we'll die, and Vegeta's also pretty serious about it. He says, yeah, we actually have to find a place to eat. So I like the comedic effect they had there, and that's basically what they did in Goku and Vegeta's part. So other than that, the episode was really amazing, and in the next episode preview, Goku and Vegeta do come to Earth. I'm kind of disappointed by that, because I really wanted more of the Z Warriors fighting, because it is a show, they kind of lengthen it a bit, but I do understand that they do want to get to the new arc. But I was kind of hoping with how they left off with Piccolo getting shot and Gohan just looking at him, that Gohan would have some like ultimate rage boost and fight Tagoma. But sadly, I don't think he's gonna be the one defeating Tagoma, because Ginyu, because in the next episode preview we see Vegeta on Earth fighting Ginyu, and we see also another thing is Frieza powering up, so we're probably gonna see him go to his final form and then golden form probably in one of the other future episodes. So yeah, that's basically the episode. I really enjoyed the episode. I'd give this like a 9.5 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, because it was completely new content. It didn't feel like a rehash of anything, and they're finally really diverting away from the movie and changing it up, unlike Battle of Gods, which is basically just like the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Remember to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the episode, what did you like, what did you hate, and comment, like, subscribe, and the possibility of Dragon Ball Unlimited. Later.